Welcome back to another video of Music Awesomeness and Stuff with Miss G. In this video, we're going to talk about tempo markings. Now, what's important to remember about tempo markings is that there is a vast amount of variety when we're talking about tempo markings. So you will see a lot of music that has tempo markings in Italian terms, like allegro and vivace. But you're also, now that we have a lot more modern band music and music from all different types of periods and styles, you are going to start seeing tempo markings also that are like lively or with energy. So in this video, I'm specifically going to talk to you about the more traditional tempo markings in Italian, because when it says with spirit, that will be kind of up to your interpretation. Or even if it says quarter note equals 144, that's going to be really helpful. So like I said, in this video, we're going to focus on Italian vocabulary for tempo markings. So let's see what we got. So like I mentioned before, there are a vast number of different tempo markings that you might come across. However, the ones listed here are some of the more common tempo markings, and the ones that are in bold are definitely tempo markings you want to make sure that you know. They're very common. Now there's some little tricks that I have to help me remember what some of these words mean. I start with the slowest at the top. Now, in Italian, this would be pronounced grave, but I like to sort of think in grave. If you're maybe on your way to the grave, you're going to be moving very, very slowly. Adagio is a good one to remember. It's one of the slower tempo markings. Andante, if you speak Spanish, andar is to walk, and so if you think walking speed. Moderato is exactly what it sounds like. It's moderately, so not super fast, not super slow. And then you'll see that sometimes we combine these. So andante moderato is going to be between andante and moderato. Allegro is probably one of the first tempo markings you ever learned. It means fast or happy. And again, you'll notice that we can combine tempo markings. So allegro moderato is going to be between moderato and allegro. And then on the upper end, vivace, so think lively, vivir, and presto, very, very fast. Now, there are also vocabulary words that you're going to see that indicate changes in tempo. So that means we're going to get faster or we're going to get slower. So the first three, rallentando, ritardando, and ritenuto, all mean in some sort of fashion to slow down. Now, obviously, gradually slowing down versus immediately slowing down, the speed at which you slow down is going to be more appropriate per whatever piece you're playing. So that's a musical decision you'll need to make as you're playing that piece of music. It's just important to know that these all mean to slow down. And then the last two mean to gradually speed up. So stringendo and accelerando to mean to speed up. And obviously this one says slowly speed up and this one's quickly speed up. But again, it's going to be determined based on whatever piece of music that you're playing. And then other vocab words that you might see regarding tempo are these. So this is tempo primo. It looks like tempo I. It's a 1. It's tempo primo. And that means back to your original tempo. So whatever tempo you had at the beginning of the piece of music. This second one, a tempo, not a tempo, but a tempo, means back to the previous tempo. So you'll probably see a tempo after something like a ritardando. It means slow down and then, hey, we're back to the tempo we were at before we slowed down or sped up. This third one, lo stesso tempo, means at the same speed. You'll usually see lo stesso tempo at some sort of time change. So for example, if we're going from 4/4 to 6/8, it might say lo stesso tempo and then eighth note equals eighth note. And then lastly, we have rubato, which means with rhythmic freedom. You'll usually see rubato in some lyrical tunes, and what that means is that it is appropriate to speed up and slow down the tempo as seems appropriate for the phrase and what's going on in your music. So while many pieces of music will come with maybe a marked tempo marking, as well as a specific number like half note equals 88, it is very useful to know some of those basic Italian tempo marking vocab words. So if you find a new piece of music and it says vivace, you know it's going to mean lively and fast, so you can go in an appropriate tempo marking. Now realize that it is also a musical interpretation to say, hey, as a musician, I think that this piece should maybe go a little bit faster or a little bit slower than the tempo marking. But again, it's really helpful to know what those mean just from their basics. I hope this video has been helpful, and we'll see you next time.